Why are you pointing to your watch?
Because it's in for 2024.
The watches?
No, just things are in and out.
I love
this is out.
Yum.
Did you guys see
In-N-Out is in.
Paul Giamatti went to In-N-Out after his...
What a
Did you
king.
see this?
Oh, yes. And didn't Weird Al as well?
Maybe.
I think Weird Al did,
I haven't
too.
seen that.
I think I'll do that when I get a streamy. I'll go to
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out and put it there.
Well, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Good Influences. It's 2024. We're filming the year that we're in for the first time this year.
Someone said, I posted to our stories, like, what are your ins? What are your outs? And someone said for out, us pre-recording.
Guys, we have to pre-record.
Yeah.
Isn't that so rude?
But like, do you not want a podcast?
Yeah.
Every week? Because that would happen.
Is it because we look like we're pre-recording or we sound like we pre-recorded
Talk about,
it?
what do you mean we look? Oh, that was so 2 weeks ago? Like,
Well, I
Matt's
feel
mustache has grown quite a bit.
But we either look really good like we're not aging because it's like the
all
same
the
day
same, yeah.
and it's like the
Dude,
next
nobody's
week.
aging week to week.
Not even since we started the podcast.
I know, but they're like, I know.
I think it's because we'll talk about random things that are on topic right now, but because like, it's kind of unavoidable.
Yeah,
you
when you
know?
talk about a trend, I mean, trends go in literally a week. So you could be a week behind and you
and
still
if we're
are
a
like,
month behind, like,
oh, people will
for
know.
Christmas break.
I feel like a lot of people pre-record their podcasts. Like, I know Smartless, like, they're a month out.
Oh, yeah,
wow.
at least.
for sure.
So they just like don't know how like the big leagues do it, I guess.
Yeah. Like,
So.
obviously, our schedules are just as crazy as all those three
Will
men.
Arnett
Obviously.
And, what's the other guy's name?
Sean
Jason
Hayes.
Ba- Jason-
Sean Hayes. Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, Will Arnett.
I love James Corden.
James Corden.
Imagine
Wait, I
that's
saw
just the
something
biggest-
that they're doing like a Glee reboot.
Oh, yeah,
and
with
he's
him.
gonna be in it, which is
You know what?
so offensive, and I hope it's not
I
real.
thought Cats would be like the cap for James Corden.
I'd
Yeah.
rather it be James Corden than Matthew Morrison.
I would just rather it not exist.
A Glee reboot in general.
Yeah.
Oh, you found Glee to be really like problematic.
Yeah, she was very woke and offended by Glee.
No, I loved Glee.
Is Glee offensive?
I thought it was
No,
like, yeah,
no.
well, it's kind of very like 2010 offensive.
Perfect.
Where you're
Yeah,
like,
it's like the
right at our cutoff.
It's the millennial offensive.
Oh, interesting.
like it's really unhinged at times.
I thought it was like about kids who sing in high school.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
a musical
Yeah,
show.
no, it's funny. It's a good show, and like,
But they also have like, they're very racist on there.
I'm going to sound such a boomer, but I watched an episode of The Office the other day.
okay.
That show is problematic.
Yeah,
It's insane. I couldn't believe it.
could never be. Which episode did you watch?
They were making a commercial for Dunder Mifflin, and he was like talking about like Stanley, and he's like, "You're pretty urban, Stanley." He's like, "I live in the suburbs." It's just like,
No,
dude.
it's so funny.
I mean, it's funny, but I'm.
Do you remember the basketball episode?
What's the basketball
Stanley's
one?
like
Oh,
walking
yeah.
down the stairs and he's like, secret weapon!
But Stanley he was the worst one.
I mean-
and then Michael the whole time is like, "What the fuck, Stanley?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's not funny.
No, I
It's
just
not funny at all.
I
can't believe
just
you're
think that
laughing.
like reboots shouldn't exist.
Yeah, reboots
for
are just usually
something.
bad.
Like, why are we making a reboot of Glee? We don't need that.
Remember the show Reboot? Did you ever watch that?
Yes.
On Toonami?
Oh, I don't. I liked. Wait, that was like recent, within the past couple years, right?
No, it was like 2004. It was like an animated show.
Toonami.
Oh,
Thank you for the
Did
rest.
you guys ever see Toonami? Only me?
I hate those TikToks.
The
No.
Woo Girls?
They're
The
just the...
Yeah, it's UW Woo is the name
no,
of
there
it.
Yes.
was a show called Reboot that came out in 2022 that I watched.
Oh.
That's like real people.
Mr. Reboot?
it's a
I
reboot
loved
of
it.
what?
Oh, Mr. Robot?
It was with
I reboot.
Keegan Michael Key, Johnny Knoxville was in it. It was really
Oh.
funny. And like it kind of was like the premise of like, don't reboot shows.
I know the show that
Yeah.
you're talking about.
It was good.
It
I
got
liked
canceled?
I think so.
Ugh,
It was funny.
damn.
Did you see Erin's review of Saltburn on Letterboxd?
I don't... Okay, well now I don't...
Oh.
Either I don't want to know it, or is it just like, what?
just,
Let's
like,
hear it,
funny.
Aaron.
Well,
Tell it
you
to the
already
people.
saw it, right?
No, I don't even think I follow you on Letterboxd.
No,
I
Did
think,
you see
Saltburn, yeah.
Saltburn?
yeah.
So it's not going to
You
taint
don't
your
follow me?
experience.
No, but what?
You didn't
what
follow
did
me
you?
back.
What?
Even Matt Grippy followed me back. No, to me, it's just like whatever.
I thought it was funny. She
I
just
just made a bunch of question marks.
Oh, okay.
My reviews are just like the initial thought.
Did you see it at home, like in your bed, or at a movie theater?
On a couch. Watched it at home on a couch.
I watched it too. At
On
home.
the couch?
I loved it.
Oh, you loved it. That's
Did you
good.
like it?
Yeah. I thought it was so fun
Yeah.
and very original. And
I saw Matt's TikTok. I haven't seen it, but someone said it's a remake of The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I think that's more
Not like a remake.
it's a con.
A reboot.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to be spoiling
It's a
too
remake.
much, but it's it's a con artist job. It's a con job. It's a parasite job. It's you go in somewhere, you act as something, you infiltrate the source. That's a
Interesting.
plot that's been used many times again.
But
it's the Trojan horse disguising as going in.
Oh, I didn't know
to
that was
attack
the plot.
I mean, it's
Me neither.
the heroes.
You already saw the movie. I haven't seen it, and you're like, oh, I didn't
No
know that's what it
idea.
was
No,
about.
I do feel like the vibe though. I've been saying it to Carly. It was like it was very like Talented Mr. Ripley-esque.
Oh, for sure. For
I don't
sure.
know, I
Talented
see-
Mr. Ripley, though, he's being sent on a mission to go to Italy to
Yes.
to help a guy get his son back.
Yes. The other review I've seen is people are like, when they hold a book on TikTok and it's like you can't see the title of the book until the end,
No.
where they're like giving you a recommendation and they're trying to get you to watch till the end.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they'll
yeah.
hold the book sideways so
Oh,
you
and
can't see
then-
the title. And they're like, if you loved Saltburn, this is the book you absolutely have to read. They turn it and it's the Holy Bible,
Oh my god.
which I'm just like, I guess this
Yeah.
movie has some debauchery in
Y'all
it.
need Jesus.
yeah, for
Okay,
real.
I'll watch it.
I saw a guy did that, but he goes, but if you like the vibe of Saltburn in academia, you should read The Secret History.
Oh,
I saw a guy
interesting.
do that on my
Well,
TikTok.
Should we ask him the heated question?
Yeah. So
What?
Erin and I have a debate going, and to be vague, I guess, so it doesn't spoil anything. If you had to show the most disturbing scene from that movie, which one would you show? The vampire scene, the dirt scene, or the tub scene?
Disturbing.
Like one that you'd like cringe at. You're like, oh.
I guess I would say the vampire scene, but I feel like have seen like each one of those like things kind of
In real life.
kind of like
in your real
before.
personal life.
Wedding night.
'Cause
All of it.
Mike's
well, you
just
know
like,
what? The thing is, like I don't find it like that disturbing. I think it's kind of like exciting and edgy. I'm like, oh, finally, this is something that's like
yeah.
you're
Crazy.
getting a reaction out of me, and I
Yeah.
love that rather than it just being something that I'm like, whatever. But I think just how long the graveyard shot is, the length of it, and how uncomfortable that is.
That's what-
and the idea of like me watching that with like, oh, your
parents.
yeah,
Okay.
your in-laws, you'd be like,
Yeah.
can we just make this moment go by faster?
Yeah.
That's what
To
I
me,
would
that was
say.
like the most off-putting. Like,
not me.
yeah, hers was the tub,
Yeah.
which like I get.
Well,
But
because I'm just like the grave scene, when it got to that, I was like, this makes sense for him to be doing at this point in time. Because like everything else was so much
Yeah.
like.
right, but if you're just showing
ugh.
someone a scene, it's out of context anyway.
Have you seen Call Me by Your Name?
Mhm.
Okay. The tub scene kind of just reminded me of Call Me by Your Name. Kind of.
Is the movie anything like the show Suits?
How have
Did
you
you
not
see our
seen
boy?
it? How have you not seen it?
Did you see our boys? We're at the
did you-
Golden Globes.
They had a.
Oh yes, they came out. I was thinking of you guys.
Also,
yeah.
I watched the clip, and then when Donna and the other woman come out, I feel like the applause was very muted, and like nobody cared that they were doing that.
Oh,
Was that?
tea. I
Did
guess
I-
I didn't really notice.
I didn't watch it. I don't know.
Oh.
Wait, let me.
Sorry,
someone
so outdated.
sent-
The Golden Globes.
Someone DM'd me back because I like posted mine and Mike's conversation on Instagram, and someone said literally nightmare fuel for Matt.
Wait, what is?
The Suits thing. Well, I realized
Oh.
Suits like finally watched an episode. We talked about
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
and
You
I was
have
like,
to watch a
it's-
season.
it's good. It's good. I get it, but it's just like it's not for me.
It was good
I don't know.
enough that they became presenters at the Globes.
Because of us.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because of us.
You are so welcome.
Suits in.
Suits
Oh.
is
Suits is
definitely
so
in. Suits is
in.
so in for 2024. Suits
Matt-
rewatch.
Matt's
Is it in or is it back?
No,
It's in. It's in. I think it's
In.
bigger now than it was when it was on
This
TV.
show's over.
Yeah,
it's
but
over.
but it's still
But
in
it's
right
in.
now.
But it's
Okay.
becoming popular. It's like, yeah.
And like wearing suits is in.
So in.
So in.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm not here wearing a suit, but
Well, you could be.
I
'cause
could be, I
you got-
guess.
Where it's in.
I think Suits is in.
Suits is so in.
well, I found kind of like a silly ins and outs article that we can like talk about.
Oh,
for
I got a whole
2024.
list of ins.
Oh,
I'm sure
yeah.
you
Those
do.
are your personal ones?
Yeah, these are all my personal ins and all my personal
Oh, hell,
outs.
I have my personal
Matt's
ones.
like,
Me
out
too.
that furniture.
Yeah.
That frame.
Honey, it was broken when she bought it.
Okay, I feel like most of these are more like silly, but we can talk
Okay.
about them. So here are some ins from a website called Dazed. I was trying to find ones that like actually made sense to me because some were like self-care. I'm
She's
like, yeah,
on
no shit.
theblaze.com.
Okay, I don't know if I would agree with this. Ins, your mom jokes. Your mom jokes never really went out of style, but I believe it will be the best year of our collective
a
lives.
third grader?
If your mom our way through 2024, mark my word.
Do you guys
when
know?
was the last time you heard someone say
No.
your mom joke? Why is this even part of the article?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't think that's in, but okay.
I have a deadline.
yeah.
What's in?
Your mom jokes.
Yo, mama
Your
jokes?
mom's in. Love it.
This one
Although I
made me
did
LOL.
there was a your mom joke in the holdovers.
There.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was.
Did you like the holdovers?
Oh, loved it.
Best film of the
absolutely
year.
loved it, too.
Best film of the
Yeah.
year.
One of the best lines. Why did you lie? I had momentum. So
I
good.
loved that
And it was
movie.
crazy too because like watching it, I recognized so much of it
Yeah.
because it's in Massachusetts.
Oh, that's right.
She nannied a kid that went to that school,
Deerfield
So
Academy.
she would like drop him off there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I know.
That I just rewatched it also last night.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How-
And-
did you have Peacock?
Yeah.
Can you?
I got it all, baby.
Can you give me your Peacock?
It's not my account. Someone else signed in when they were over once. I have that and Paramount Plus because someone was at my house and signed
Ooh,
in.
big
I have
Yellowstoner?
Paramount Plus.
You can
Huh?
watch Teen Mom.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm watching on
and
Paramount.
Yellowstone.
No, I watched the original Twilight Zone from 1960.
I thought you said Twilight.
Oh, it's so
The
good.
show.
Yeah, the Rod Serling.
Yes. What's your favorite episode? Nightmare at 10,000 Feet. That one
No,
is.
that's a popular one. You know, it's William Shatner in that.
Willie Shat.
No, it's oh.
Yes, he's the
Shat.
guy.
Oh my gosh, it's William
Yeah.
Shatner.
And there's an episode with Buster Keaton that's really cool when he's like an old man.
Busty.
All right, wait,
it's
back to ins and outs. We're going
What's going on
way
here?
off the theme. We've only
Busty.
done one.
Buster Keaton.
I don't know
The
people.
first silent film.
Buster
Silent,
Keaton.
Buster
in.
Keaton.
Oh, silent films are most real talented.
silent film is in for 2024.
Silent
No.
film, yeah, fucking right.
No.
This one made me LOL because it's just like, what? Backpacks in parentheses, but you must have spatial
What is
awareness.
this list?
Right, exactly.
But you must have spatial awareness.
Of your backpack. Ladies, it's time to put your tote bags into retirement. We need to admit that tote bags
It's
are
not a backpack.
disastrous for
No,
our
she's saying
arms.
tote bags are out.
Yeah,
Backpacks are in.
because tote bags are disastrous for our arms and backs. I know tote bags may look better, but having a strong, sturdy backpack on your back feels like no other. It's time for us to reconcile ourselves with the truth. However, I will not be wearing a backpack. And I don't have spatial awareness, so maybe I shouldn't.
New Balance are in.
They've been in.
Yeah,
I know.
they've
But-
stayed in.
Remember that movie Crazy Stupid Love when they go to the
Yes.
like Ryan Gosling takes Steve Carell shopping and he goes, unless you're Steve Jobs and you're worth $1 billion, you're not allowed to wear New Balances. And they were like shunned and they were awful just 10 years ago.
But I think
Oh.
ALD, like Amélie Andoré, and their partnerships with New Balance really made them popular again in like New York, like urban, like street culture and stuff. And also that they're made in the USA.
Are they?
But
Yeah.
Not all of them. I think some of them.
Made
They
in the
said the
USA.
ones that are made in the
Well,
USA.
the ones I buy, because I only buy American made. Next thing, that's also is buying American made
Okay.
fashion.
Matt, let's hear some of your list.
Okay, saying the
All
word.
right, mine's done, I guess. Wait, can I read one more that I think we'll laugh
Sure.
at? It's like so
She's like
silly.
breathing air.
Sorry, I thought these were silly. One of them is learning a niche language to gossip in,
Ooh, like pig Latin.
which I feel
or
like is like really silly.
we should just
Yeah.
be gossiping outwardly. That should
That's
be
in.
Can again, get a goose, but a gig, chittiger,
Yeah, the guess.
Rittigish.
Yeah, the
I
guess.
can
As a
understand
guy, can
everything.
again.
Can you speak gibberish? He just said.
But the guy it is so the go.
Carly, that's a slur.
Wait, I think I can figure this out. Do it.
But a guy, and it is sort of go out of the gov to the gutch.
Oh, Mike is so out of touch.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can like tell
Do you guys
what it
know
is with
Ubby
that.
Dubby?
No, I don't know that one.
Yubbo Dubbo Nubbo Hubbo Tubbo Spubby Gubby Dubby?
You don't know how to speak hubby dubby.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I remember when I learned that, I thought I was a genius.
You're like, I am bilingual, bitch.
They did
Wait,
that on.
did you not
I'm
hear them?
traveling the world. No, I have
Do you
no
understand
idea.
it?
No.
Wubby Abar Dubbo Ubbing Ubba Pubba Cubast.
You're speaking a southern.
You can't. You don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is at all.
Wow, that's sick.
Might as well be French.
Literally.
Let's tabak shabit about kabar labi.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's Hebrew.
Literally, we said, let's talk shit about Carly.
Yeah.
What? I know. What language? I'm gonna learn it. I'm a translator, Ralph. I'm listening.
I don't know. Wow. Yeah. Because if that's, do you know Ubby Dubby? Did you hear what did you understand?
Zoom, I'm familiar
Send it
with
to Zoom.
Ubby Dubby,
Yeah.
but it's the same.
It's a similar idea.
It's the same similar conjugation to like gibberish.
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Talkspace. Sometimes life can get you down, and it can affect you in various ways. But it's helpful to talk to a therapist. And if you're not sure how to get started, Talkspace makes it easy to find a therapist that you'll like. It's convenient to meet online at home where you're most comfortable. Talkspace has made a huge difference in the lives of so many people. Do you think that seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist would be helpful, but you don't have the time to actually find one or meet up with them or even afford one? Try Talkspace. By doing everything online, Talkspace has made getting the help you want easy, accessible, and affordable. Why wait? Some people wait until something bad happens to talk to a therapist, but don't wait. You can get a therapist through Talkspace, and therapy can help you shift your perspective, find tools to cope in difficult times, and be a guiding light. Getting started is the important part, and Talkspace makes it easy and affordable. Talkspace, you can sign up online and get a personalized match with a provider that's right for you, typically within 48 hours. It's incredibly convenient to have virtual sessions with your licensed therapist from the comfort of your home. There's no need to commute to appointments, miss time at work, or line up childcare in order to attend sessions. It's mental health care made easy. Talkspace lets you send messages to your therapist so you don't have to wait until your next session. And it's the #1 online therapy platform with licensed therapists in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, substance abuse, relationship issues, and so much more. So, as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/good. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/good to get $80 off on your first month and to show your support for our show. That's Talkspace.com/good. And now back to the episode.
Where you're like putting the
Yes.
ubby and the dubby after certain vowels and
The
consonants.
Ubby and the Dubby.
Wait, for me,
Ubby
ins.
Dubby in for 2020.
Man, we're 16 minutes in and we've only done 2 ins. Like this
Stressed.
is.
You're stressed.
Oh, well, there
It'll
are
just be
3.
a longer episode. It's fine.
Who cares? Okay, Matt, let's
Longer podcast episodes.
In.
Okay, really? We're
For
doing
us.
longer ones. We're doing like 3 hours each, so we're
No,
gonna be
what
here
are
for
we, the
6
Joe
hours.
Rogan Experience?
Yep.
Did you see?
Don't act like you don't want to hang out with us for 6 hours a day.
Did you see Joe Rogan just completely? We'll talk about it later. He's just such a dumbass.
Well, now I want to know.
Basically,
What?
he was like talking shit about Joe Biden and was like, "Did you see Joe Biden said this stupid thing about something?"
Oh, yes.
And then
It was
he
really
was
Trump.
he was talking about Joe Biden was like, there weren't enough airports in the Civil War, and that's why we lost the war. And he was like, this guy thinks there were airports in the Civil War. What a dumbass, Joe Biden. And then they played the clip, and it was Joe Biden being like, you want the guy who said that there were airports during the Civil War? And then it cut to Trump being like, well, the reason we lost the Civil War. And then he was just like, well, you know, he must have just forgot. And like completely was talking shit about when it was Joe
Yeah.
Biden. And then when it was
I
Trump,
did
was
see
just
that.
like,
LOL. He's so me though when I make a mistake.
Can you do that
I
again?
mean, Joe Rogan's more pro-Obama than like.
no, he's just a fucking idiot is what he is.
Joe Rogan in.
No, absolutely not.
Only if Gypsy Rose is on his podcast.
Gypsy Rose for Joe Rogan.
do not know. I'm not. You don't need to tell me on air because I know every single person knows. I do not know what the fuck that person is, where she came from, what she did.
That person is.
Dude, all of a
Well,
sudden,
everyone listening does know.
I know, but how?
so
I
it's
don't
That's what
like-
he said. That's what he's saying.
I don't understand
He's like, you need
how.
to
Like,
explain.
I go on Instagram one day and I just see 5 million likes on some post about a girl I've never heard of before.
But
I
feel
don't
like
know
that
what
tracks.
she does.
Like I
Yeah.
think that if you're like deep in pop culture, you know, like there were TV shows and documentaries and stuff like that about
Oh,
her
there was
and her
already
life.
content about her.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
and then she's been in prison
It
for
was a
like
huge story.
To be
There-
fair-
it was Was it Mommy Dearest or no? There was
Yeah.
a big documentary that was about it. They turned it into a Hulu show with Patricia Arquette and Joey King. That was massive. Won tons of Emmys.
Oh,
and so
what was the
people
show?
were. It was called The Act.
Never
And
heard
this
of
was
it.
about a mom who had Munchausen by proxy back in 2005,
Was
and
that
she
type
had
of
this
cookie?
It's
Munchausen by proxy, Mike. Come
Sounds-
on.
sounds
Do
like
you
a-
know what the
ooh, are those
uncanny?
Munchausen by proxies?
We know what the Bechdel test is. We know the uncanny valley effect. Let's learn what Munchausen by proxy
But he does not
is.
know what a mimosa is. So
Yeah,
we
no, but we don't know what a
manage our
mimosa is.
the
expectations
spectrum
here.
is
She basically made her kid feel like she was sick. She was in a wheelchair. She thought she had leukemia. She had a feeding tube, but nothing was wrong
But
with her.
also, like, doctors were doing surgeries as if she had all of these diseases.
And so,
like, it's
what the
her
really
whole
fucking
life, and so
crazy.
in her 20s, she like met this guy, and they planned to like murder her mom. And she didn't murder her mom; her boyfriend did, and then they both went to jail.
What?
Yeah, and now she's finally out of jail.
For murdering somebody?
She didn't
beloved.
murder. She like facilitated.
What about
it.
the guy? Is he
He's
still
in there
jail?
for life. Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So she,
Not the
her
crawl.
mom just
Hold on,
was
you
like a
have, like,
hypochondriac for her?
Patricia hair.
I think it was more of like a control thing. Like when Gypsy Rose turned 18, she wanted to get like legal rights of her. So she didn't let her do anything. She didn't let her have her sugar. She was like, you're going to have an allergic reaction if you have sugar.
Smart.
She
had a
told
fine
everyone
tooth.
she had muscular dystrophy.
She said she had leukemia. She shaved her head. She,
Like, all her teeth are gone.
all her teeth were gone.
Oh,
like she
God.
it was like literally abuse.
Abuse.
And then she killed her mom, which I feel like is kind of self-defense.
That's not the woman who wrote "I'm glad my mom is dead."
No, that's
No, that's
Okay.
Jeanette McCurdy.
Okay.
When
No.
I'm sorry for everybody listening that this is like.
It's
It's
okay.
educational.
I
Matt, actually, I
guess.
read a comment that was like, whenever Matt says, I'm sorry for everyone listening, I want to hear what they're talking about. So I think it's okay.
Okay, I guess.
But I did see a funny tweet. It was like right when she got out of prison, someone was like, Gypsy Rose, I have the perfect book for you. And it was, I'm glad my mom
is
died.
dead.
I'm
Yeah.
glad my mom died.
How did
Yeah.
they kill the mom?
He stabbed her a bunch of times in her sleep. And someone asked, they were like, why didn't you just like run
Go to the
away
police.
and tell someone? And she was like, because I did that once. And then my mom chained me to the bed for like 60 hours and got barely any food. And
Good
It was a whole
Lord.
thing.
It's crazy though. You spend 10 years in jail, and then right when you get out, you're hit the ground running with like everyone putting a camera in your face and
Well,
doing
this is
interviews and
specific.
going
We
Yeah.
should
on
get
a
her
whole
on the pod.
on a whole press tour. I thought she was at least going to have a few months of just like downtime, incubation, getting just
She,
to
like, created
know
a show
reality.
while she was in jail. And, like, that's...
it's like
Airing.
coming out. It's like crazy. It's like literally right after she got out of jail when they were like, you need to return to this state. She starts like crying and she's like, I don't want to go back. They're going to send me back. And
Someone we know just interviewed her, right?
Nick Val.
Mhm.
No, someone else. I don't know. Anyway,
Anyways, sorry.
Ins and outs.
Ins. Go ahead, Matt. I'm very curious about your ins and outs.
Oh, okay. We're doing it.
did you change your phone case for the season?
I just got a new one.
The
But
season.
I feel like you're usually
Halloween.
pretty seasonal
Yeah.
with your phone cases, and like it's not
Well,
Halloween
Orange is
anymore.
not-
I've been wanting
January
Bergata.
color.
Please send us phone cases. I just got the 14 Max
it's,
Pro.
That's
first
not
of
how
all,
you say
it's
it.
Burga.
Burga.
And
14
we
Max
already, you
Pro.
don't need to beg via camera. We will.
Well, I
Good
asked you.
Lord.
Well, I texted you a few times when I got the new one. If we
This is
could-
not. This is not the way.
I know.
This is not the way.
So I just.
I'm just key because usually you do have a seasonal, and this looks like you may have pulled it out of the Halloween basket.
It's nice and soft.
I just had a green one that.
Let's let him
started
finish.
breaking.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Or-
I'm sorry.
Man, we
Begin.
have
Or
gone
start.
20 minutes. We have not
It's
like.
fine.
This
This is
is
our
always.
podcast.
Have you seen the show
We always
before?
just chat.
Oh, okay, we don't have to do it.
No.
You sassy bitch. Matt walks out of the podcast.
In smaller group dinners, small group
Okay.
dinners,
I like that.
large group dinners. If it's 6 people max, if it's over 6 people, I'm not going. It's
Oh,
too
when it's
much.
like 20 people and you have to put a
How are
card
we gonna
down
split
and
the bill?
you're
Like,
getting
how is-
wine, I'm getting beer.
Oh, that sounds awful.
and if you're a
awful.
group of 12 and you show up and you didn't make a reservation, split it up.
Do you have,
6
like-
go here, 6 go there? Make the server's day easier. Those people bust their asses. And for a group of 12
we
people
all put our cards
that they
in?
have to go around and nobody knows what to order, they're like, well, I didn't even look at the menu. You should looked at it before you went. Just be nice to servers, waiters, tip them well. That's what's in.
Can I make one amendment to that?
Have you ever
Birthdays?
been to a big group dinner?
I
Or
have.
like
We
what?
did.
Oh.
Remember one of your first dates
Have
with
you ever
Patricia?
even done that in your life?
I have.
He goes,
I'm
where do you go?
What? No, let's hear it, Matt.
No. What?
I think a brunch is okay if you're over 6 people. Because I feel like brunch spots are set up for
No.
like
Sure, if
you're at
bigger
Saddle
groups.
No,
Ranch.
brunch is way more stressful because you can never make
Really?
a reservation. There's like 1,000 people waiting
Yeah, but
outside.
like
You're
brunch,
starving.
I feel like the premise is to like party.
Yeah.
So
but,
it's like you want to have like a group.
going to like a restaurant for dinner, 8 p.m., 12 people, nightmare.
I would-
But like you go to a brunch spot, and again, a lot of brunch spots sometimes are just overhyped. But like if you are with 8 people and you
Yeah.
wait 20 minutes, like everyone's hungover, we're just kind of chilling anyway, getting some fresh air. It's a little bit more of a relaxed environment. And usually people are a little less like, I ordered with ice and you did not put ice in my drink. And it's like brunch is a little more relaxed, but I totally agree. Big group dinners, nightmare.
I'm
also-
always
also
stressed.
in if you do go
Carly's
to a
like
group
dinners.
dinner,
Yeah.
just fucking split it.
Wait, say that again?
If you go to a dinner with like a bunch
yeah.
of people, do not nickel and dime. Do not be like, well, I had the chips and just a drink, and like you had the wine, so like I'm only gonna Venmo $4. Like, no.
Yeah.
You're paying for the experience of hanging out with your friends. You're paying to eat and drink and whatever. Unless you literally eat or drink nothing, you're committing to the hangout with your friends.
How long is too long after, now this is a cocktail situation, you're at a cocktail lounge with a bunch of friends, the cocktail waitress comes by, they go, drinks, and everyone's like, oh, and she goes, how are we doing this? Are we doing individual? And everyone goes, let's just do it on one card and then we'll Venmo.
Venmo on the spot.
Venmo. Well, then how long is the grace period after to where you have to hit?
Salivating.
Sorry, you have to hit those people. You have to hit those people up, being like,
Constantly.
"Hey, you never
Constantly.
Well,
You shouldn't have to. You
'cause
should never have to ask
Three
for
people
money.
did not buy their espresso martinis that I paid for drinks, but this was like,
Do you know who it was?
yes, I know them.
Call
And
them
I feel like now it's January 11th.
Calling
They're
people out.
calling people out is in, so
Yes.
I should
Put
call them out.
Put
Well,
them
no,
on
you
a-
don't need to say their names.
Put them on a public blast so they start getting harassed and finally pay
And
you.
everyone Venmo requests
Money
them for
by
you.
Monday.
Money by Monday.
No, Matt. If someone
I feel
owes
like
you,
it's
this
past.
is my.
How long has it been?
It doesn't
It's
matter.
been since like the day after Christmas.
Are you kidding me?
Matt,
Okay.
it does not matter.
Don't ever buy those people anything ever again.
I'm not.
That's great for one drink.
Well, it was like, so 3 people, 3 different drinks. So it was like, I don't know,
I
probably
know.
like
I
40.
can bet you. I know
Those are
exactly who
expensive
the
too,
3
yeah.
people are
Like
too.
$40 a person.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay.
Do you have a Venmo request out to them?
I should.
Oh.
But then I felt like, am I the bad guy being
No.
like, hey,
No,
remember this
no.
from 3 weeks ago?
No.
No, because
Absolutely not.
you paid for them. So
You paid. Dude,
Okay.
you don't, you
I
don't-
would just
doing
be
it
like,
now.
hold
I
on,
would-
Matt. I'm sorry. Are you a bank? Do you run a loan service? Are you collecting?
This is what I needed to hear.
Are you
I also
collecting
was thinking
interest?
you guys were going to be like, it's too late. That's
Too
No.
late.
No, it's never too late to
Dude,
get your
you
You could
money
be like,
back.
I'm just doing my bookkeeping.
Yeah.
We're starting
like,
the year.
You could do it a month later, but the
Okay.
To be
I'm
a-
also like a person where it's like, okay, if I go with those people again, I'd be like, oh, hey, do you mind getting this one since I got them the last time and you never paid me?
that's if a friend you have that relationship with. But some people
Oh,
take
are
advantage.
these not people you have that?
No, these people are never
one
buying.
is one is a true scammer, though I won't say her name.
So
This
Which
one-
this
Why are
one,
we
she
going
is
out
a
with
con
them?
artist. She
This
took
one person every
$50
time-
out of my
Wait.
wallet. She took $50 out of my wallet. Was like, oh yeah, well,
Oh, I know exactly
making
what
it was
you're
like funny,
Oh.
like it was a bit.
And then also, like, if you pull out your credit card, she will just take it out of your hands and be like, "Oh, thank you," and then we'll go and like buy and think it's like a bit, but like, no, you just put
wait.
$50 on my card.
Can
Love
you
her to
whisper to me again?
It's
We'll talk about it.
Oh,
at
yep,
lunch.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got
she's
it. I got
she's
it. I got
fun.
it.
She's a great person, but sometimes it's like, but
That's
if I
not
did that to
fun,
you,
though.
that's not
stealing.
that's not nice.
so sorry
illegal.
we're talking about you, Mom. It's
Yeah, sorry, Mom. Okay. Keep going, Matt.
that's a joke.
Small group dinners saying yikes.
Yikes.
I always
Yikes.
say yikes. I love
Yikes.
saying
I say
yikes.com/cringe.
yikes in the yard.
Okay, that's a little much.
No, it's great.
Yikes.com/cringe.
For 20% off your
You
first
sound
purchase.
like you're a millennial. For
I am.
Yeah.
Not me doing a
Yikes.com/cringe.
thing.
Whoa.
Okay, what
I like
else?
saying like cringe.com, yikes.com. I'm trying to bring it. I'm
Yikes
trying
in
to,
the yard.
These are my own personal ins
I love
too.
it.
Sunglasses for your car, so you only have these
Yeah.
sunglasses for the car.
Oh.
you
Oh,
don't
I
get
thought you meant-
out.
putting on the hood of your car.
I was like, oh no,
Like
what
a little
happened?
adornment.
With
Like,
the,
with
you
the
have the
antlers.
eyelashes. You get, like, the sunglasses.
No, I literally thought that's what you meant. I was like, Matt, what happened over
No,
break?
yeah, that's what I do.
Sunglasses
Yeah.
just
Only
for
in
the
the
car,
car.
because you don't need your nicest pair for the car, but it's a
Yeah.
pair that you just keep in the car because you're not always going, where the fuck are
That's
the
the only time I ever
sunglasses?
a
wear
good one.
sunglasses is when I'm driving. I didn't.
I
when
know, but
lived
sometimes
in,
you get in someone else's car and you need them, you know?
when I lived in New York, I did not understand why anyone needed sunglasses. Like it's never. It's just the buildings are so tall, like you're
that's
never getting
true,
direct
yeah.
sunlight,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like you just
Well,
fucking.
it's because it's chic.
Well, I get, yeah, that's for fashion, but I'm like,
Yeah.
you can't fucking see anything when
Yeah.
you're wearing these. But then when I started driving and it's like the sun's in your
Glary.
eyes, I'm like, oh, I get why people have sunglasses.
I feel like off if I'm driving and I don't have sunglasses on now. Like, I feel like, I'm like, where the fuck are they?
I only do it if it's like very bright. Because if you can't, it's literally making your vision worse.
Sunglasses?
sun-
Yeah,
Glasses?
it's like, let me just turn the brightness down on everything so I can't see what's going on.
You also have brown eyes,
Yeah, maybe that's why. I
and
think
we
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
don't.
you guys
We're
all have
all
blue
really
eyes.
sensitive to
Yeah.
light.
I have
No, mine
I'm
are
also
nice
just
blue
going to stop
eyes.
squinting because that's like bad for like your aging. Is like
Yeah.
squinting all the time, and
In
we do it when we're driving.
Botox.
In is
Botox?
Botox, out aging.
No.
Yeah.
I will do
Aging is
Botox
out.
this year.
No.
I will give it a shot.
Okay,
Disagree.
but you have to be open about it.
Yeah.
If you do it
Out
with us.
hiding procedures you get done.
Do not do that.
Why not?
Why?
It's
Why?
not.
It's free Botox. You just post about it. Who cares? TJ does it.
Oh, do you want to know what's on my list?
What?
A buccal fat removal.
Don't knock it till you try it.
So
Don't knock it till you try it.
Heroin?
don't even get me started.
To a
I
certain
would love it.
extent.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Out. Mike Sheffer.
Yeah.
Wait, should we be doing in, out,
Yeah,
in,
why don't you do
out?
some outs?
Okay, outs. Lying.
Well, that's always out.
No, lying is in.
This episode is brought to you by Nutrafol. Did you know that thinning hair happens to approximately 1 in 2 women? If you're among them, no, you're not alone. Thinning is normal, but it's not openly talked about, and going through it can feel lonely and frustrating. Join the over 1 million people that are doing something about it with Nutrafol. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement, with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. Also, everyone's root cause of hair thinning is different, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth does not cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas that are tailored to give your hair what it needs to grow throughout different stages, such as postpartum and menopause, as well as for different lifestyles, such as plant-based diets. With Nutrafol, building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required, free shipping, and automated deliveries ensure you'll never miss a day. See results in 3 to 6 months. Take the first step to visibly thicker, healthier hair. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter promo code GOOD. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and hairstylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code GOOD. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code GOOD.
Candles. I think candles are out.
Disagree.
I'm
I love
done
a
with
candle.
candles. I think it's a fire hazard for your home.
It definitely
I'm sick
is.
of stressing out about candles, worrying about the candles, were the candles blown out.
It sounds like you have
I
quite a
think
traumatic bonding experience.
They're out in my book.
Oh, Erin and I have a traumatic bonding experience with candles. We
True.
still light them.
Yeah. I'm not like obsessed with
nervous.
candles, but like I just got a really nice one from a distillery, and it's like the smell of their like whiskey and bourbons, and each layer is like a different one of their things. And it's cool because the cup it's in is like a whiskey glass. So like once the candle is burned out,
can use
you
it.
can use it.
That's cool.
Nice.
And it smells delicious.
I slightly am concerned when I do burn candles that I buy from like Marshalls and
Don't do
cheaper
that.
ones.
Yeah.
Marshall, yeah, that's
'Cause
good.
I
You gotta
know-
get like soy.
Like I know that, but even the soy ones, apparently that they're all like, there's only a very, very, very few set of candles that don't have.
Toxins.
Like I spent one time like last year, I was like, I'm gonna buy some nice candles, and apparently the best ones to buy are beeswax.
Okay.
And they just like were super expensive, and it was really small, and they didn't smell that good.
Yeah.
Mind your own.
What?
Mind your own beeswax.
That was the name of the brand, actually. It was called Mind Your Own.
Is it really?
It's Mind Your Own Beeswax.
Brilliant.
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
not.
I was like, that's awesome.
Honestly,
Use code
trademark
BUZZ
that.
for 20% off. I'm conflicted on candles.
I like the aesthetic of them. I like them at like a nice dinner party
If
as
you
a
go to
centerpiece.
someone's house and they have like a good candle setup, I'm like, oh, this person has their life together.
I like
Yeah.
the Victorian looking ones. Like we got one of those little
Those little
holders
walls?
Yeah.
and then got a big stick one. And it's just like, so I feel like I should be like churning butter.
I feel like it adds like soot on the walls though and stuff.
A little bit. Could be.
We
Or,
don't
like if
put
you
it by
take
a wall.
nap and you're in a closed room with a candle, you
Whoa,
look up
we're
and
not
it's like
doing
soot.
that.
I like the ones that are like shaped in fun ways. Like there's the one that's like a cube of balls.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I want to just like hold that and like touch
I
it.
know, but you never want to light them.
No, I know, but I like looking at those and like touching them.
aesthetically beautiful.
I have like
Yeah.
a little oil diffuser. It's like really cute and like looks like a little,
Yeah, I feel like that's
terracotta.
probably better.
and I just put like lavender in or something, just like makes the room
Some
smell nice.
essential
Or I have
oils.
like santal. It makes the room smell really
Okay,
good.
what
Oh,
else?
it's in. I think it's picking up another book right after you finish a book.
So reading.
Yes, but
Yeah, but, like, not taking a break.
Continue your momentum of reading. I think sometimes people will read such a good book and then they stop and then they don't pick up another one. Propel like you're reading, and then I feel
That's
like you're going
tea.
to conquer
I haven't
more
read in
books.
months.
So
Can I give an in? Not reading books you don't like. I think
Of
a lot of people
course.
force
Give up.
but a lot of people force
Like Infinite
themselves
Jest.
to finish books that they are just like, well, I started it, or like I'm halfway through it, or like I don't know, I need to read every single word. Like if like the book you bought it, you own it, you make the experience. If you want to just read the first and last page of every chapter to like kind of just know the story and you're not into the flowery language, or like you want to just skip to the last chapter and see how it ends, it doesn't fucking matter. Unless
if you're in a book club and that's what's assigned to read.
Yeah, then you have to
if you're in a book club, then you got to slog through it, like I'm doing now. With
What book is it?
The Snowman.
Joe
You
Nesbo.
finished it?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I'm like 150 pages in, and I feel like nothing has happened.
It's a crime novel. It's just setting up.
I know, but it's just like this happened, and now this.
It's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna listen at 2x speed or something. Anyway, I agree with you about the reading, but I also think a lot of people put pressure on themselves to like waste their time finishing books that they don't like for no reason, and you just don't have to do that. Yeah. That's not for me.
I think I'll do that if I'm like 50 pages in and I'm like, I just don't really, maybe like 100. I'll be like, okay, I'm not finishing this.
Because there's so many books that you could read that you would fucking love. Why would you waste time reading one that you don't?
I agree with that. When I read A Little Life, halfway through, I was like, why am I doing this?
I like this.
I didn't even think about that.
I think I like.
God. I love that that's cringe.
I know.
Because it is. And then I was like, wow, this is a
Speaking
nightmare.
of out, I don't think I even wrote this down, but I'm just thinking of it now.
TikTok shop.
Well, TikTok shop, but also I feel like the like perfect clean influencer,
Yes, romanticizing
it's like
your life.
annoying. It's like you're waking up like this. Like, no, I'm literally waking up like,
Yeah.
like none of it's real. It's all just like unattainable, like
Curated, perfect.
like my
life.
kitchen looks perfect. I don't know. I
Out.
just don't really. I think it's nice to watch sometimes, but I feel like its time has passed.
I
little bit.
completely agree.
I
Not
don't
into
like
it.
the whole aesthetic, like perfect influencer.
Oh, the grid. The grid has
Like
to
the
look.
Patrick
Yes.
Bateman types
Yeah.
who just are...
I think the grid's kind of like been out, but yeah.
Or just like POV, you married your best friend, and it's just like, I don't like this at all. Like, it's so manicured and.
I have one that's in is having a good AI radar and being media literate, being able to spot something that is like bullshit and isn't real. It still fascinates me that some people will like post these pictures like, can you believe this? You're like, this isn't real. This
It's getting tougher and tougher, dude.
Did you see the TikTok with what the fuck is her name? It's Alex Warren, but then like I forget. I don't know the other people, but it's like a TikTok where they're the girl's really drunk and there's two guys like holding her and she's like, I think I like this little and it's like obviously it's like from a Ring camera
It's
and
a
then
skit.
they go inside and then Alex Warren's running. It's like, I got the bag, I found her bag. Right when I watched it, I was like, this is obviously a skit. Like you can tell. And then someone made a video about it a couple of days later and they were like, we need better media literacy. Like if you can't tell that something is a bit, like come on.
But there's also
Those
like
things bother me.
13-year-olds on the app. Like
Right,
that's
that
what
think it's
anytime I
true.
read anything on like Reddit or like a comment, I'm just assuming it's like a 13 or a 14-year-old and they're
It
a
is.
child. Like it's fine. They're
It's like the people making fun of us on TikTok last night.
you were getting made fun of on TikTok.
Just
No.
like random stuff here and there. It was funny.
Is it because of the?
Because of the what?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I'm just being a dick.
I don't know what that means.
Because the faces.
Matt, anything else?
Oh yeah, I got tons of other stuff.
There's lots.
I know, but some of the stuff I just wrote down and now I'm like, I don't. I think Paris is out and I think the Amalfi Coast is out.
Just places.
Well, like
What do you
it
mean
suddenly
by-
was so popular the past 3 years where it was like, oh, you got to go there. That's like the go-to place. And then now I feel like we've seen so much of it on the internet where like the allure of going to that as your ideal dream vacation spot, I think it's kind of
The
died
Amalfi
down.
Coast.
Mallorca
I think
is
there's
in.
Say.
Yeah, there's like newer spots where I think people are going to fall in love. I think that like Italy is like
Oklahoma.
on its way out and then there's
Like
going to be
Santorini, the place that's all white.
Greece.
Yeah, but like the one island where it's like all white, and it used
Yeah.
to be like, oh, look at this, and now when you go there, it's just filled with tourists because it's just like everybody knows about it. Or
Well, you know it's not filled with tourists? Oklahoma. And they've got some sick ass little things in that.
Oh,
I also have
Oklahoma.
that in is going to like liminal spaces, going to like forgotten, boring places and finding the charm in that.
I need to go to Slab City.
Slab City, I've always wanted to go there too.
It's a whole documentary about it. It's like
These are also
only a couple
my
people.
ins and outs. So like,
That's the
Yeah,
point
yeah.
of the episode.
Yeah,
Do you want me
yeah.
to read some?
Yeah.
That's the point.
An in for me is yummy laundry detergent. I have
Are
never.
they eating Tide Pods
No,
again?
I've always
You're
used, like,
still the list you originally were reading from was actually your list.
Your mom jokes, right?
okay. I did make mine on a more like humorous note rather than like more. I mean, it's serious, but also like humorous. I just
Okay.
wanna- Yummy laundry detergent because I've always just used OxyClean and it does the job. But then Way sent us that like Dead Cool detergent and I fell in love with like doing laundry because I'm like everything smells so fucking good, like obsessed.
Do you use Diva at all?
Use what?
Diva?
No.
The Diva like detergent makes your clothes smell like really, really good.
Like
Oh,
a
no.
diva.
You haven't heard about Diva?
No.
I thought y'all would have like been
No.
into that. Oh yeah, a lot of people are into Diva. I'm kind of sick of it because I'm so familiar with the smell. First time I smelled it was amazing. I loved everything,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, I need something new. But it's really good. You should try it.
Way Dead Cool.
Oh, I buy the free and clear, like free gentle, no perfumes or dyes of any kind.
That's good.
That's
good
a
for your
problem.
skin.
Outs. Loud annoying cars.
Oh,
Shut up.
yeah, fuck that.
Get it together.
South Park did a great motorcycle episode
They
about
did.
people who drive motorcycles.
Have
Yeah.
motorcycles on there too.
Yeah, motorcycles
Motorcycles
are
are
Hang them
power.
up. Hang them up. Especially in California, like you're
Yeah.
sketchy. You're going between lanes. Like you're making me uncomfortable. Like get it together. Put it away. Projectors inside. Only inside. I don't like projectors inside. Outside's fine because it's usually at night.
What, like a movie projector?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Yeah,
it's like
it's
if there's
never-
any light, if anyone turns on the light, can't see it. If
Yeah.
there's like a little bit of sunlight
Yeah.
outside, can't
Unless
see
you
it.
have like a movie theater room that is
Yeah.
closed,
Yes.
sealed, and is pitch black.
If you're just a regular person with no theater,
If you live in an
no
apartment,
projectors inside,
if you live in an apartment with a window, and
you can't have one.
yeah, you can't have a projector. Hey,
Yeah.
do you want to come over and not see this movie?
Unless it's like 10 p.m.
Do you want to come over and listen to this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't. Yeah. Can I say an out?
Yes.
Yes.
Buying expensive clothes that have a designer name that's visible.
That's visible.
Like,
Oh,
So like it says like Balenciaga.
yes,
Oh,
or like
I
Louis
think
Vuitton.
that-
I'm just like, dude, are we? Don't we know what we're doing here? Like, these are not. You're at Walmart. I know that you are. Like,
You're at Walmart.
if I go to Walmart and I see someone wearing Balenciaga, I'm like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Sell the Balenciaga and like buy more shit for your family. Like, why are you spending money to look rich?
Yeah.
Like, no rich people are actually like buying these clothes. They're
True.
not buying Louis Vuitton. They're not buying Balenciaga. The rich people that you like are being sent those clothes
Quiet luxury.
Quiet.
to like
luxury.
look. And I'm just
Old
like,
money.
in 2023, I get it in the 90s if you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this Louis Vuitton and like
Yeah.
people at work are gonna think I'm doing really well or my husband's doing well. Like, sure, you could trick people in the 90s. In 2024, if you're buying shit to like look rich, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
Just buy what's comfortable, buy
Some
what
people
looks
just
good.
have like bad taste though. Like some people literally are like, I love that.
totally.
like I was at Walmart or somewhere or like a Dollar Tree, and a girl was wearing like full jumpsuit Louis Vuitton print all over
No, it's
at the dollar
disgusting.
store, and I'm like, what?
It
Maybe
probably
she's
is
doing
not
DIY
real.
stuff.
Like, what's
Yeah.
the message we're trying to send here? Like,
I don't.
because when I see someone wearing that, to me, it's like, oh, look at me, I'm rich, and I'm like, but you're not. Maybe
Right.
you are. Maybe you're also like me and saving money at the Dollar Tree, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like the Jeffree Star aesthetic.
Yes.
Like I hate everything he wears because it's so like cringe. It's like
It's like in your face.
it's like designer chuggy.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, like those
I
brands
hate
to me feel.
labels like that.
But on the same note, we kind of talked about this. Like, I don't understand when people buy like a plain black turtleneck that's from Prada, but doesn't say it. It's just plain black turtleneck. I'm like, get it somewhere else for like.
Well, that might be like a
$1,000
quality thing,
less.
because sometimes if you do, like when you go to that level, I don't know where the cutoff is, but there are like $1,000 t-shirts. That's insane.
Yeah.
But buying like a $100 t-shirt might last you longer than buying like three $30 t-shirts.
Totally.
And then it's like way more
but the
comfortable.
pit stains.
If it's a white
It's
tee.
a white one. Pit
Well-
stains, and then it's ruined.
I think it depends more on the deodorant that you wear.
Sometimes.
The pit stains are from the deodorant. That's why they turn yellow.
Well, I also mentioned like I get it if it's like buy it for life type of if you have like
Yes,
pants that are
yeah.
like amazing or whatever, but just like a plain T-shirt that's designer.
I just like
I'm
hate things that have logos on them. I say wearing an Adidas hat, but like Adidas is not like a brand that I'm like, ooh, look at me,
Adidas.
I'm rich. Like, this is an Abercrombie and Fitch hoodie, but if it said Abercrombie on it, I would
Well, yeah,
not want
that's
to wear it.
cringe.
Yeah, like I
Right.
know I look like silent luxury right now, but it is an Amazon set, so
Out.
you can trick anyone.
Yeah.
Out Amazon.
Also,
No.
I think also the reason why I'm super into like clothes without brands is because when you film brand deals, you're not allowed to have any logos on them.
Yes.
So I'm just like,
Yes.
let's just make sure nobody has any brands on their clothes because
I'll remember that for
T-Mobile is
next
not.
time. I'll show up in a full Louis suit.
No, see, no.
Jeffree Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so ugly. Oh, out the gym. I quit the gym.
Actually,
Yeah. Because it was too expensive.
And out therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were getting better.
So you're
Which
quitting
gym did you go to?
Equinox?
When you quit, how long had your membership been there?
I've been going since.
Have you been there a full year?
Uh-huh.
Damn. Well, like I kind of want to quit mine, but I heard that Equinox, they don't let you quit if you haven't finished the first
It's like a
full year.
lease. It's like a lease when
my
you
God.
are there for a year and then you go month to month.
Wow.
You have
It's
to,
not
like,
even like
buy-
a cancellation fee. Like, no, unless you have a doctor's note that says you cannot work out for like a year, or you have to show a proof of residency, like a new lease in an area that's 20
what are
miles
they, the DMV? Holy
away
shit.
from an
They got you
Equinox.
locked
That's
in. How long have you been
crazy.
going now?
Since like June. But I got an
Oh.
offer at like an even better gym at
fancy
a
gym?
great price, like at like a discounted
one?
price. Yeah, I don't want to like talk too much about it, but yeah. And I realized, oh my gosh, I can be going to that and getting just this same better stuff for like half the price.
what if
Yeah.
you just cancel your credit card?
Then
And then
I
they
don't
stop
know. Then
charging
they'll
it.
be coming after
Well, that happened to me actually.
me.
I was going to 24-hour fitness. This was like years and years and years ago. And then my debit card, I feel like expired. It was like connected to like my debit card at the time and it expired. So I got a new one and I just never got charged.
Yeah.
So like, is anything
What are they
happening
going to
to me?
do?
I don't know. Is like going to collections or something?
Yeah, but even still, for that to like catch up to you, it takes forever. And then you can just call collection and be like, I'll pay you $1. And they're like, okay, we'll take it.
24-hour. They're not even open 24 hours.
They're not?
24-hour fitness.
Yeah.
Most locations are not open 24
well, then we need to
hours. They
change
just
their
like
name.
branded as
12-hour
that.
fitness?
Yeah.
14-hour fitness?
That's the gym I quit.
So wait, you're not going to the gym ever?
We'll see.
Are you stopping to exercise or you're going to still do it?
Haven't decided.
We decided to be extremely unhealthy this year.
Yeah.
No therapy, no gym,
Wow.
no
oh,
healthy
you
foods.
completely quit?
I quit therapy, yeah.
Whoa.
Turn
Yeah.
the fuck up. This episode is sponsored by
Better help. No, because to be fair, like I know I do a lot of better
She's
sponsorships,
healed.
and therapy has helped me so much.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going because I feel like
I do
I'm
think
good
of
for
therapy
now.
also is like it's not necessarily a forever thing. Like if you break your leg, you wear a cast for 6 weeks, and then when your leg is better, you don't wear the cast anymore.
right. I think with our brains though, there's like constant, like there. I think it's different, but that's okay.
Yeah, just have some whiskey. Everything's fine.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh
I'm
my
just gonna
God.
smoke weed. I'll be fine.
People wrote in their
Oh yeah,
ins.
did we get some on Instagram?
Let's hear
Yeah.
it.
Wait, can I say a couple more?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Canceling people. Can we just go full year with no canceling to see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on the
Yes.
person.
Planes falling apart.
Oh, in. That's gonna be huge
Out.
this year.
Too many planes are falling
The
apart.
Boeing 737 Max A or 8 Max
Yeah,
A. That is out.
It's
that
not.
one is not to be flown. And cruises.
Oh,
Mm.
cruise
There's
has
too many
been
like
out
cruise
forever.
problems that passed since 2020. Like I don't know. There's one happening now. That's a mess. Yeah.
They look obnoxious.
They
like
look
the size of
obnoxious.
one. It looked like Disney World, like
I know.
on the water.
I know.
Have you been on a cruise?
I've never been on one.
Don't knock it till you try it.
God
Wow.
damn it, Erin.
Wow.
I would go on.
Where did
Yeah,
you
I'd
go
on
on a cruise?
This podcast is sponsored by Way. Your day can seriously depend on your hair. Good hair day, bad hair day. Day is made or ruined. When you feel like you're having a good hair day, you can feel more confident. You know, you can take on the world. You can take on more problems. You can do anything your bad self wants to do. Get on your way to good hair days in just 5 minutes with Way's new hair gloss. Not only does hair gloss give you immediate shine straight from the shower, it also helps treat damage and enhance color vibrancy to get your hair looking and feeling healthier. So Way sent over the hair gloss. I use it for the first time the other day in the shower and my hair feels amazing. I also dye my hair. I've been dyeing my hair since I was literally in like middle school. So as you guys know, my hair is probably not the most, healthiest thing to exist. So the hair gloss is perfect for that. It's also nice because it only takes 5 minutes. It's not like a whole routine thing where you have to let it sit in your hair overnight or, leave it on for 2 hours. Like it's 5 minutes and you're good to go. Also, it prevents heat damage up to 450 degrees, which is amazing because a lot of us, are drying our hair, are straightening our hair, are curling our hair or whatever. So the Shine Gloss covers so many of those bases. Give your hair a glow up with Way. Go to THEOUAI.com and use promo code GOOD for 15% off any product. That's THEOUAI.com, promo code GOOD.
I've been on 3 cruises.
Oh boy.
I just went on one a couple in November.
Emo night cruise?
the EDC.
Oh, Jesus
that sounds like a Juggalo fest. Like, no way.
And what? Don't knock it till try it.
That's just
it
like,
was
are people
pretty
like
crazy.
Are people like in the elevator like, this is a great cruise?
No.
We're like,
Literally.
we're going to St. Martin tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. Is it hot?
Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy. Like by day 3, though, I was like, these people are fucked up. That's when we got off.
Yeah. Damn. You got off, like meaning you got off and like didn't get back on, or shit.
Well, because Emo and I had performed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were in and then you were off.
And we were like, we don't want to do this for 3 more days.
Yeah.
Saying no without an explanation.
Yes, one of the best sentences I ever heard is "no" is a complete sentence.
That would like kill me though. I'd be like, but why?
Nope.
I know. Nope. No explanation.
I know. I think it's circumstantial.
You just say family emergency,
Every time.
and nobody ever questions a family emergency.
But your friend would.
No, I would.
Like, it
If
would
it's
feel
me,
so
family-
shitty if I was like, do you want to go to dinner tonight? And you're like, no. And then didn't say anything
You
else. I'd
say
be like,
no, thank
okay.
you.
Well, I was like, no thanks.
I think it's for people.
and in my head, I'm like, I just want to like diamond dart.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I would be like, okay, fine. Like,
But-
love that.
Fine.
Yeah.
No.
fine.
No, I know. I know.
Fucking fine.
But if you were just like, no.
no.
and then left it at that,
I
I'd be
think
like,
it's for more for people who have a problem communicating and saying no. Like,
It's like a people pleaser thing.
Yes,
like, I have to
yes.
say yes because I'm gonna feel.
Yes.
I'm gonna make that
Got
person
it.
feel bad.
You know what messes me up is that movie Yes Man with Jim Carrey, where he starts saying yes to things and good things start happening to him. There are times where like I want to say no, but then I'm like, I should say yes. Life is short, so let's
Circumstantial.
go and do it. I'm good at saying no genuinely to things I do not
Yeah.
want to do, but when there's like an offer like, do you want to go to this thing? Usually I'm like,
Yeah.
I should say yes because
Yeah.
someone did say saying yes more often.
yeah.
Claudia Oshry did that. I remember. I think it was like last year. It was like her New Year's resolution was to say yes more, and she said she loved that she did that. But I think it's like circumstantial. Like you don't have to say yes to everything, but it's like I could go to this concert. I kind of want to. It's like I'll go. I'll
That
go.
was mine last year, was like only saying yes to things I actually genuinely want to do.
Did you do it?
For the most
I
part.
feel like you've always been that way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also think, what's out, what I don't like are sometimes people who like, they keep everything just like open. Like you invite them to something, they're like, "Ooh,
Maybe.
I might come, but I think I have another thing, but we'll see what happens." It's like, yo, maybe me a yes or no.
RSVP, bitch.
Yeah.
In
RSVP.
RSVPing.
Yes.
I do that sometimes. Like I have a hard time committing because I don't know what like mood I'm gonna be in, and like sometimes I just don't feel social at all.
That
Like if
day.
like Emma wants to hang out, like, do you want to hang out tomorrow night? I'll be like, sure. And then if that time comes around, I'm like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like I get in these weird moods where I just want to be like alone.
yeah, the pre-commit when you're like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow, so I don't want to commit to this.
I feel like that on weekdays, especially, where I'm just like, I want my night, I want my evening to myself. I don't want to
Yeah.
commit to a plan on a Wednesday
I know.
night.
I know. I love.
Oh, I like that because I have stuff to look forward to.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fun. I'm getting dinner on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, the way that I think about it sometimes too is
But I
like,
think it's because I say yes to things I want to do.
Yeah, of course.
if you stay home, this is what I think about. You know the maximum benefit of staying home, like the absolute best thing that
Saving
can happen.
money.
Yeah.
That's not what I was going to say. The best
Saving
thing that
money.
happens if you stay home is like you stay home, you get a good night's sleep, and like you didn't have to like spend your energy to go out. If you do go out, you have no idea what the maximum benefit is. You can meet like the coolest person in the world. You can meet your best friend. You can have the best meal you've ever had. You could find a new spot that you like. Like the results of going out, the maximum benefit is like way higher. And what's the downside is like, okay, you went out and like you didn't get as much sleep. Like that's the lowest of the downsides. So usually it makes more sense to just
enough
go
for me.
out. The extra hour of sleep.
Yeah.
But you never know. Like, you know, if there's things that you just like, I don't know if I want to go. And then you go and that's the thing that you had, like you
Yeah.
met your person at or whatever.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. He was spitting facts.
And what Matt always says is you're only young and hot for so many weekends and so many summers. And
I hate
then
that. That stresses me out.
you're you're just not going to
It's
be
gone.
anymore.
We are giving
I
our
hate that
bodies
because I'm
one.
well, we
genuinely-
will be because aging is out.
Oh yeah, and we're Botoxing,
Yeah.
so we'll be
we'll be young and
forever.
hot for every single weekend moving forward.
Okay.
Someone said in being confrontational when needed.
That's pretty good.
In Carly and Erin on live.
Curly and what?
On live.
On live, yeah.
Wait, someone literally wrote in Yo Mama jokes.
Carly's really
Maybe
trying to get
It's
this off
not
the
mine.
ground.
It's not mine. I don't care about your mama jokes.
Oh,
It's-
actually, yeah, this is definitely like a spam account, girl.
Okay.
But it's
me.
your mama jokes like your mom is so dumb that she
I don't
Yeah.
know,
like
I guess.
blank blank, or is it like your mom goes to college?
The same article also said Slay is out, swag is in. So I was like,
Swag was this
swag
written
was
in
like
2015?
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
I'm never
Bring
gonna stop saying
swag
slay.
That's pretty good. Friday beers. Do you follow like the Friday beers guys? Like Rusty.
Yeah,
he puts out
Carly.
like new slang words
I
and
do.
stuff, and they're really
Do you know what
good.
swag means?
Like freebie stuff,
Yeah,
like
but
that
do
you
you-
get at a convention.
swag.
Do you know that it's an
swag.
acronym?
I did know that.
Super.
Like when you go to a convention and
first
you
word?
get swag.
Let's try to
Sponsored
guess.
work associated gear.
Nope.
Oh,
What's the
okay,
first
that was
word?
really good.
First
Yes.
word is stuff.
Stuff we
Stuff we always
Always get.
get.
Stuff we all get.
Oh,
Oh,
That's what swag
everybody,
is.
Freebies.
Wow.
Like
I
when you
actually
go to a
had no
convention,
idea.
it's just, oh, you want some swag? It's stuff we all get. But now it's like, oh, this guy's got fucking swag because it's swagger, but shortened. So it's two different.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Mm. Out. Mike Sheffer.
Mike calling people babe is
no,
in.
I like when you say babe.
It's
no,
in.
it's in.
Oh,
Do
good.
I call people babe?
I've never heard you say that.
Yeah, you said it
I
in
feel
the
like
car.
I've said it once or twice.
Babe.
Babe.
No, I remember.
How come you've never called me babe?
He has. It was
What?
in our video.
You forgot about it, babe.
Babe.
Like, come on, babe.
Yeah.
I think there was like a
Now
week
that you're
where I was
saying it, I hear
I
it.
think I was hanging out with someone that was saying it a lot, and then I was saying it. I can't remember who it was though.
Babe.
That's fun.
I'm a married man. I shouldn't be calling other girls babe.
Come on, babe.
I call girls darlin. I call darlin
cute.
and girly. Yeah.
Girly pop.
Gal. I say like hey gal. Like if I'm texting like a female friend, I'm like hey gal. Blah blah
So
blah blah.
Texas of you, darling and gal.
Yeah.
Darlin and gal.
Yeah, so southern.
When I text
love
my
it.
guy friends, I'm like, sup, you hot piece of ass.
You sexy motherfucker.
TJ's like, what the fuck is this?
No, he'd be like, yeah.
Oh, what I think is in is lamps. Lots of fun lamps.
Ooh, yes. I like
think
lamps.
Collect a lot
I
of
like
fun,
lamp.
I like lamp.
unique lamps in your homes. Lamps.
No one's found two of those like bankers lamps. They're
Oh, like
so
executive
nice.
lamps, like the
yes,
green
they're like
top ones?
green. Oh my god, they look great.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with them.
Love them.
Yeah.
Musicals.
In
Out.
Oh, these are in.
In.
No.
Out.
Musicals.
I love musicals.
I'm just. I don't know.
Slick
I
back
got s-
buns.
I had
Out.
Sweeney Todd stuck in my head this
Racism.
morning.
Out.
Racism. Knock it off.
Gypsy Rose on Dancing with the Stars.
Is in.
Yeah.
Bubbly water in.
No.
We gotta make it. We gotta make it more
I think
standardized.
Like seltzer?
No, LaCroix has been in forever.
Not LaCroix.
It's had its time. But there's
Unflavored.
bubbly water.
Unflavored. Just like
Do you
when
have to make it at home?
well, just like when you go to a restaurant, I want them to
make 'em-
offer still or sparkling. Anytime you go anywhere in Europe, it's still or sparkling. Usually sparkling is the default. I want still or sparkling offered every time I go to a restaurant.
But do they charge though for sparkling?
Yeah, which is what
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of. Like I wish they would just get a
Have
fucking
free sparkling
yeah,
water.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't
Um,
mind it. I just don't like the idea of like buying bubbly water.
Out, I would say blacking out and puking from drinking.
Do
Yeah.
you do that often?
No, but like people do, and I'm just like, don't do that. Like, don't
Well,
be that
I
person.
think above a certain age.
I guess
Everyone's
yeah.
got to like a rite of passage.
We
you
are
know?
in our early 20s, so we
Yep.
should be
Yeah, you're
past
right.
the point.
I haven't thrown up now in like 2 or 3 years.
From drinking or in general?
From just in general. I guess the only times like I have thrown up is if I've been drunk and like someone has offered me like weed and you're like
Oh,
you
yeah,
hit it
yeah,
and then you
like
get the
spins.
spins.
Did you
That's
throw
only-
up when you had your appendicitis?
No, I didn't throw
Oh.
up. I never did. I texted you about the appendix thing. Have you had any stomach pains since your appendix
Oh,
has
yeah,
been
like
removed?
gas pains and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't get any of it anymore.
So weird.
I realized the other day, I'm like, my stomach is not hurt.
They took your small intestine out.
Dude, I saw a video of a woman who went to go get like liposuction or some tummy tuck or something in another country. She like went to Turkey to get liposuction done. And then she came back to the US and like wasn't feeling good and was just like, I don't know what's going on. She went to a doctor and it turned out that they stole one of her kidneys.
Yeah.
What?
Can you imagine?
Do they take your
Holy
kidney out from
fuck.
the front or the back?
I don't know, but like she just went under thinking she was just going to get a regular surgery and then they fucking stole her kidneys.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Ugh.
Some outs.
Out.
Stanley's.
Yes.
Big out.
Thank you.
Big out.
What's in?
Oh,
A
wow.
Walla, baby. I actually had that on my ends. Was a
We
Walla
stand.
bottles.
Okay, someone put being a hater on and out, and I simply disagree.
No, I agree.
No.
Being a hater?
Being a hater, well, it depends. Like,
No,
if I'm live on TikTok and someone's like, oh my God, someone's begging on TikTok, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
No,
you're a
those
hater.
are like trolls.
Yeah, those are
I have
trolls.
cynicism as out. Like, yeah, people
Like
just
being negative.
Yeah, just being
Yeah,
negative.
yeah.
But I think being
Why
a
would you
hater
do
is like
that?
different. I think like when you're a hater,
Like,
if you're-
give me an example of hater.
like to me, it's like funny. Like
If you're gonna hate, poke fun. Meaning, poke fun at
Fun
something.
at
If
it.
you hate it, make it funny on why you hate it. But if you're just there to hate on it, I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I need like an example. Because I guess I don't know the difference between like hating.
Like,
and,
I love watching Matt Grippy hate on like
Yeah.
bad
Oh,
movies
yeah,
or
yeah,
like cringe
Okay, that makes
celebrity
sense.
moments.
I feel like I saw a
he's not
tweet
being a
that was,
hater,
like,
but he's
very
like poking
funny.
fun at
Yeah.
it. That's like funny. But people who just want to
like
aggressively
this
hate.
tweet. I may be a hater, but I'm never wrong about it.
Yeah, cynicism being out is good. I feel like I'm getting pretty cynical.
getting.
I got to tone it down. Yeah.
No, but I like that about you.
Thanks, babe.
It's very
it's like
funny.
you're a hater.
Did you hear that, Erin?
What?
I said, thanks, babe.
You're welcome, babe.
I'm in eating ramen alone.
What?
Oh, going to restaurants alone, huge in. I love it. People are so embarrassed to do it and like, oh, I don't want to be table for one. That's so sad. I'm like, no, you don't have to talk to anybody. The whole idea of like eating and talking sucks. You're doing one or the other. And when you're like, you have to like eat a meal and you're hungry, but you also have to be talking. You can't do both at the same time. It's so frustrating.
If you're eating alone, are you on your phone?
I will bring my fucking AirPod Pros, noise cancel, and like play like an audiobook or something. So I'm not, because usually, okay, out, restaurants, blasting fucking like techno music.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to just have a dinner. The only music you should be playing at a restaurant is like
Jazz.
yeah, like jazz or like light. So many restaurants, I don't know if it's an LA thing or in other places. You go to the ramen spot, you go to the sushi spot, they're like,
Get ready for the rough neck.
Yeah, it's just like you're like,
getting
my
a
food is
headache. It was
digesting.
You're on EDC.
And I have to like shout at the person across from me. I get it. You want to feel like it's lively and it's hopping, but like we're not a club. You're not a bar. We're just trying to eat fucking vegan ramen. Let's
Yeah, everywhere should just be like quieter.
yeah, quieter. It's too loud. Maybe we're boomers and fucking being annoying, but like
Yeah, who knows?
I want to be able to enjoy my meal. So now I bring noise canceling headphones and I'll listen to something because truly it's just too loud.
Or you should just bring a notepad and pretend you're a food critic.
Well, what happens
and just
when the waiter
freak out the
comes?
waiters. Just be
Have
like,
Have Yelp open.
I just boop. Yep.
Okay.
For sure, yeah. Oh, in researching the menu before you show up to a restaurant, so you're
Yes.
not going in fucking blind and like, oh, I don't know what's good here. Let me Google it. Like, do your fucking research before you get there.
and order the meal how the chef made it and intended it to be.
Oh, you don't eat with a
Unless
lot of
it's
Jews.
not Burger King.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like somebody worked really hard on curating and making that recipe, but you don't want the.
Well, sometimes people have like allergies or they can't like eat certain things.
That I understand, but just okay. I understand the allergy. I'm not going to get mad at somebody if they're allergic to shellfish.
Can I get a Caesar salad? But like, can I do it with
when there's suddenly this
extra olives? And can we do no croutons?
But like
then we
I'll
can-
order a Caesar salad and be like, I don't want anchovies.
That's normal.
But sometimes like they can't make it without the anchovy.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, okay, I'll get something different.
Right. Yeah.
I don't mind people making substitutions.
I guess it also depends on the establishment as well.
Yeah.
Like, sure, at Cheesecake Factory, I can understand mix and match it all you want. But if you're
What are
at
you
a
trying to
nice
say about me?
restaurant that a chef like owns and makes, I'm like, when there's sometimes when I can sense that the waiter's like, okay, like.
I
Just
think people,
order
you think
it.
people are judging more than they are. I've never been at a waiter that's like, oh, really? You don't want tomatoes? We'll see about that. Like, I've never experienced a waiter giving me any sort of judgment whatsoever.
Have you been to Oi Bar?
How do you spell it?
Oi. O-Y.
Is it a Jewish thing?
Mm-hmm. He used to be like a writer or producer on Friends, and he created this like little, it's very small restaurant, and you'd get along great with him because he is very much like, don't fucking change a thing. Like I curated this menu, and it's kind of like bar food. It's so good. And the menu's always changing. But I went there with somebody and they were getting a burger and she doesn't like pickled things, and think like pickled onions and stuff like that. And so there are pickled onions on the burger. And she asked the waiter, like, could I get it without pickled onions? 10 minutes later, the guy, the chef, comes over and he was like, very Jewish. I was like, I need to ask you a question. Like, do you just not like pickled onions? And she was like, yeah, no, like I don't like them. He's like, okay, well, I'm going to bring them to you on the side and you're going to try them.
I love that.
And he's going to watch.
And you're going to like it.
And then like he did that. And then like he didn't watch her, but then he came back over later. He's like, well, so what did you think? And she was like, I actually liked them.
It's really
Don't
cool.
look until you try it.
I
Really
went
cool.
to like a really fancy restaurant in Norway once on a brand trip with a creator, and it was like the menu was like all seafood, and I'm pretty fucking picky when it comes to eating, which sucks, but there was literally nothing on the menu, and I was just like, is there any chance you just have like salmon? Like I would just love like a grilled salmon. And they were like, we don't really serve salmon here, but like we do tuna, like we just don't have salmon. I was like, really? Like we're in Norway, where this is like a country all based around seafood. And he was like, yeah, we just don't have salmon here, but we can do tuna. And I was like, all right, I'll do tuna. And then like 5 minutes later, the head chef came to the table and he squatted down. He goes, who ordered the salmon? And I was like, me. And he goes, let me explain to you why we don't offer salmon. And he was like so caring. He's like, in America, I understand it's like a part of your culture, but the reality is salmon has been overfished in the entire world. Any salmon that you eat is always going to be factory farmed. The color of the salmon is fake dye, and you're like destroying the environment. And we're taking a stand at this restaurant that we don't do any factory farm of any kind.
Wow.
If you want to do me a favor, don't ever order salmon again, and you'll like help the world become a better place. You can order tuna, you can order any other fish, but like we're taking a stand against salmon here. And I was like, that's unbelievable. And I like try not to order salmon as much.
I was just going to ask, have you ever ordered it?
I still do,
Yeah.
because I'm not insane. Like
I hope he's listening to this.
he's not, but it was so like it was so genuine that like he really like similar to this guy who offered the pickles, like people
Yeah.
who actually care about food so much. Like I think that I respect that to the nth degree.
That's
What?
so funny hearing this. Literally yesterday we were at Trader Joe's and I was like, they have an everything but the bagel salmon. It's like so insane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like it's not even real anymore.
Bing Crosby was
Well, it's like, it's on top of it.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
crusted with
Yeah.
it.
It's
just
not
like funny, like that person would
injected into the
that person
salmon.
would probably be like, oh my God.
Totally.
Bing Crosby was one of the first celebrities to point out the overfishing in Norway with salmon, and he actually caused like the huge like change in legislation about salmon fishing in Norway because they were overfishing salmon for a huge long time, and because he got a lot of people to like boycott salmon, I think during that time, that Norway had to change the laws, or Bing Crosby was banned in Norway. This is all true because of. And everybody loved Bing Crosby in Norway, but he refused to like play their music or have it released there unless they changed their salmon fishing laws.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure that's a true story.
I don't really like salmon.
It's like the only
I
seafood
don't
kinda
like the
It like makes me feel
texture
weird.
of it. Yeah.
It's
I
kind of
don't-
like eggs where like when I'm eating it, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
I love eggs.
I do too, but half the time I'm like, I'm eating it.
Out. Matt King's misogyny.
Am I a misogynist?
It's a big joke.
known local sexist Matt King.
a lot of people are saying Stanley Cups. Oh, this one I totally agree with. QR code menus.
Out. I'm done with it.
I love a physical menu.
I kinda
Yeah,
like the
where the
QR
pandemic
codes.
is fucking over. Enough.
Yes. And like sometimes you go to places and like there's no fucking service.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's
I can't
annoying.
even access the menu.
God, or you just want to have a dinner where you're not looking at your phone.
Yes.
So we're like, hey, let's keep our phones in our pockets, or let's put our phones face down on the table.
Yeah, if I had to click through digital tabs of a menu, like
No, I love a physical menu.
I also don't want to be touching my phone right before I eat. Like,
But you want to touch a menu that everyone else has touched?
well, they wipe them down.
yeah, there's some of the paper menus that are, I mean, not the best for the
I
environment.
know.
But
I don't
like,
really care. I was just like, that is a fact.
No, I
should
feel
throw
like the
in.
menu too, it's like it adds to the aesthetic of the place. Like
It does.
I want to see what your menu looks like.
of course.
Yeah. What kind of fonts are we using?
Yeah. Facts.
And when they just have like the menu is a PDF that you need to fucking pinch and zoom and scroll
Oh,
out
yeah,
and pinch
that
No,
and
was
it's
zoom.
a
annoying.
nightmare. You got to start bringing your fucking iPad just so you can see
Dude,
it.
I know,
honestly. Ugh.
I don't mind the QR code ones.
Also,
Unless like there is no service.
I want to say out, waiting for the check. I'm sick of this fucking system. When I'm done with my food, I want to get the fuck out of there. One time I went to a restaurant, they had a little thing on the table that was like, when you're done, you could just pay your meal right here.
Ooh.
Like at Applebee's, they have that. Yeah,
I
and
know,
Chili's.
but like, why? When I'm done with my meal, I want to get up and get the fuck out of this restaurant. I hate. Oh, I'm done with my food. Plate's done. Drinks are done. Damn it, she didn't see me. Can we get the?
Some places are
like
so
I'm like I
slow.
feel like a child, like trying to get someone's attention. I'm done with the meal. Let me out of here. I want
It's
to go.
the best when they already have it pre-printed and they're like, here it is.
But even
and you're
still,
like, thank you.
when it's pre-printed, I now need to. If they hand it to me and they fucking walk away, I'm like, no, take the card with you. I don't
Yeah.
want to.
Yes.
It's so much back and forth. I'm sick of it.
Well, I
it's-
do like the post-pandemic thing where they just do it at the table now.
Me too. That's the best.
Yeah, when they come with the little device,
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
Places with that is a
We're
slay. And it's a
upgrading.
great way for you to be able to just split it.
Yeah.
Because you can all just give your card to them individually.
Or like at Applebee's or Chili's. Like I think they should have those at other places, but maybe like less bulky or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
But you can pick the items and then pay for it.
There's also, we've been to a few places where you literally scan like an app and then you can pay directly on your phone through like Apple
oh yeah,
Pay.
that's
Yeah,
sick.
that-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Love
but
that.
I still love
So much
a
easier.
server because I like asking questions and like sort of getting the vibe, and maybe they'll hook you up with something extra if you're nice, whatever. Like that experience is great, but the end of the meal to me is like, I don't know, I just get so antsy where I'm like,
Let's go.
or just like I just don't want to have another task to do. Like I had my meal, I want to enjoy myself now, but now I'm just like, we got to do this whole back and forth, and I'm just sick of it.
Yeah, I think for me it depends on like the situation because like I do like last night I literally was at dinner from 6:45 to 10 p.m.
Oh my god.
So it's like when you have like a
What, were
nice
you
like
waiting for the check for the last 2 hours?
no, like if anything, they were like, okay, get the
Get
fuck out
out.
of here. But it's
Yeah.
like I love like a slow dinner where you don't feel like you're having to
Rushed.
rush for something. But when there are situations where like okay, I got to get out of here, like I completely understand that sentiment.
I will sometimes go just up to the front counter where they have the computer. I'm like, hey, can I just pay for my table over there?
Yeah.
Mike Sheffer?
Mike's doing the whole thing.
I don't think
himself.
I could do that.
Because sometimes it's just, oh my God, enough.
Oh, out. Mike not liking Taylor Swift.
I do like that one.
Oh, you mean the woman whose one private jet ride burns more CO2
Yeah.
than an entire lifetime of driving a gas car?
Shots fired.
That girl?
Who
She's
also-
entertaining
Girl.
people,
Yeah,
man.
and she's also stimulating the economy, and also there's no way she could fly a real plane. Like
Yeah.
it would be a hazard to society.
T.
Just saying.
Because someone posted a photo, was like, this is the last time Taylor flew like on a public plane, and it was mayhem. The airport. It was crazy.
Maybe just tone down the culty behavior and she can live a normal life.
Someone said out being serious on social media.
Yes.
Oh, I agree. No,
yeah.
I agree.
Because
To like what extent
like
though?
I'll tweet something and be
But,
like,
like we're being serious right now.
No, we're not. We're being silly.
like
being
if you
serious-
tweet something sarcastic, but everyone takes it seriously.
Also, this is not social media. This is a show. Social media is
Okay.
like on Instagram, like I'm going to present my life as a serious thinker or like I am
right. Yeah.
just
Okay.
enough.
I'm thinking more like I tweet like, honestly, Donald Trump kind of ate with that, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, wow, how dare you support someone? So, and I was like, I'm fucking kidding, obviously.
Yeah.
But also Twitter started, and that's how Twitter was when it started. And sorry, we're millennials. So like, I still have that, like, I just want to tweet funny things, but everyone, Gen Z takes everything so seriously.
Got it.
And it's like, sorry, I guess
What's
I
up
won't
with
be
the
funny
10-year-olds
anymore.
at Sephora?
Ugh.
We
Is
talked
that a
about
real
this.
thing?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I've never
10-year-olds,
been in a
They've
Sephora.
infiltrated Sephora.
They're doing skincare they don't need to do yet.
Actually, something came up that was like, I think it was on Twitter. I didn't look into it, but it was like a dermatologist that was like 10-year-olds don't need to be putting retinol on their face.
No,
Like,
that's
None of
terrible.
these things are even like doing anything for them. They're just spending
Spending
money.
When you go into Sephora, are you going in to find something you heard about there, or are you going in there just to explore all the products?
I usually
Oh,
go
no.
there for a purpose.
Same.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never been in a Sephora just to be like, what they got today?
Yeah,
it's
'cause I don't
too
know.
many. It's
It
just
is
so
so
much stuff.
much.
And how do you really know that? Like, I got to hear from someone else that this face cream is the best before I go buy it. I'm not just
Yeah.
going to go walk and go, well, this, I think
No,
I
I've
need
only
this.
been in there because of TikTok.
Yeah,
Every time,
got it.
pretty much.
Out posting gym selfies.
I agree.
Me too. Never liked them.
But they can be silly and with friends.
Sure. I think if it's a serious one, it's like,
What?
well, I'm thinking like if it's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never
girls.
take myself seriously like in a gym picture.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen you post one.
I've seen it, but yeah,
I
you're just
used
like
to. Well, when I
jokey
was
about
single
it.
and I was like getting a bit of a pump, I think I would occasionally do a little serious one.
I just think it's cringe when men are on social media like with their shirt off, like
Yeah.
in the mirror in the bathroom at the gym. It's like,
Joe Volpus.
we get it. Yeah, Joe, we're talking to you, Joe.
Sorry, Joe.
It's okay. He's married. Doesn't worry about it.
Out Crocs?
No,
Disagree.
definitely
Crocs are
not.
still like come back in fun Crocs. Did you see the Barney Crocs?
Yes.
They
What?
look
I
kind of
didn't.
fire. Like they
know, they're, like,
slap
purple.
so
Wait, I gotta
hard.
see.
I have Margaritaville Crocs.
Oh, nice.
I think the reason why Crocs are so comfortable is simply because of how wide they are. Like so many shoes and sneakers are just so narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
like
like-
these ones, I'm like, these are just for kids.
Let me see.
No,
No,
those
they
are
come
for
for
adults.
adults.
No, I'm saying.
They look
I
like
know
they're
they
for
should be
kids.
there for
Like if
kids.
Adam wore those like on stage, it would be kind of like a sick
I
like
see?
flair. Like if you were a
Yeah.
musician and you wore those.
It's a little insane.
No.
I could totally see
I can see,
Nolan
or like
rocking those.
Post Malone wearing them.
If
The
no one-
Shrek ones. Yeah, the Shrek ones.
But even
this
without
for
the,
me is like,
I think like what do you mean? You're not wearing it
Like,
seriously.
purpose, like,
it's
yeah.
a go
Some
to
people-
hell like
okay, but if you're wearing them seriously,
I don't
and
know if
you know-
anybody. I think Crocs are like self-aware enough, and people who wear Crocs are self-aware enough to not be like, no, this is a serious fashion statement for me. Like, I actually love Barney, so like, this is a reflection of me. I don't know that the Crocs.
I'm healing my inner child.
Yeah, like, I mean, maybe there are people that are buying Crocs.
people
for
get
that
a
reason.
kick
No,
out of
they're
funny
100%
quirky
are.
Crocs. Like I wore my Margaritaville Crocs to like 2 parties, non-stop compliments to the point where I was like, I need to take these off because I'm sick. I'm sick of talking about.
Too many
I'm sick of the
compliments.
compliments. Like I was in mid conversation and people were interrupting me, going, "I'm sorry, these Crocs."
That's so funny.
They were so fire, the Margaritaville Crocs. So, see, I don't know. See, you might get a lot of conversation with that.
No, that's
With
when
the right
people-
outfit.
they're too. It's too far. Oh, they have McDonald's collab. Someone said out comedians.
Absolutely not.
No.
Comedians are more in
Thanks,
than ever.
Matt Rife and Joe Coy. Well,
Okay,
that
well-
I
I
don't
wish I
disagree
was
with.
so into comedy. Like I like listening to comedians talk, like podcast wise. I'm always listening to comedians, but I'm never going, I gotta go to the Comedy Store tonight.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
the same way
fun.
you feel about movie theaters. I can't.
Yeah.
I feel that way sometimes about stand-up comedy, and especially like amateur stand-ups or people getting up. That's awesome. I have the utmost respect for people who do that. I cannot go to the comedy show and sit there, and I'll laugh. I'm a sympathetic laugher, but
Well, when
it
you go to
makes
Comedy
me
Store, though, they're like the
sweat. I
greats.
cringe for because then sometimes you see people bomb.
Well, yeah.
I've seen some people bomb in this town, and I remember those
This
more
town.
than the best, the best sets. And like when a friend's doing comedy and they like want you to go to their shows, I'm like, just hit me up later. Like,
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you.
That's what I've always said. Like, if I ever tried stand up, I would never tell a soul until like I got the groove. If I ever did it, not that I will, but
Yeah.
if I did, wouldn't.
Nothing
tell a
ever makes you
soul.
feel like you could do stand up than going to watch someone who sucks and doing it, and they're up there trying to make it work,
I
and they're just
know. And you're
like,
like, oh.
I know I'm funnier than this.
Yeah, yeah.
I could do
I
this.
know.
So
But then it's great when you randomly find your night and you're at a stand up like venue and you're watching people get up. Like that one night we went to that backyard stand up thing.
Oh, with Jack Martin, yeah.
Yeah. I love that. That was
Yes.
fun.
Yes.
But I'm never like buying tickets to go watch that stuff.
oh,
I
What?
do think if you go to the Comedy Store, though, it's going to be better comedians. Like,
It
that's,
is. It's like
you're not seeing
literally the
amateurs. You're seeing like
greats.
Bill Burr and like, you know,
We got to
good
keep
people.
our eye out for like Rick Glassman when he does something and go.
Does he live in LA?
I don't know.
I feel like he would be friends with us.
I think he does live in LA. I'm pretty sure.
I think he would be friends with us.
He follows.
I would love to have him
He
on.
follows Jason on Instagram.
Probably from the Vine days.
Mm.
Was he a Viner?
It's where he got his start.
Really?
No. I think it did like
He did
give him
goof
a pretty
around
good
on-
Yeah.
platform. He was so funny.
Did you date?
Me and Rick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and boy, her arms tired.
What?
That's like he has a joke that he's just like, yeah, I'm from Chicago, and boy, are my arms tired. He just uses
Oh, I
that.
see, I see.
I
in
feel like I
the-
had a little crush on him
Yeah.
for sure.
Anyone else?
Men are out.
Well, yeah.
Saying something is X coded.
No, I like that.
What does that mean? I hear people say
Like,
that.
oh, this is so Matt King coded. Like if someone had Margaritaville Crocs.
Oh,
so,
X
like,
is a variable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Matt. Math is in.
Yeah,
Math?
algebra is
Algebra?
hot.
Yeah.
Algebra 2, even
hotter.
hotter.
Oh, I love algebra.
Damn, people are
What? What are you showing them?
We're just nothing.
Say it.
I'll tell you after.
Secrets.
Oh, what do you think about Nepo babies? Out or in?
Nepo babies? What do you, in what?
Do we like
Talented
them? Are we
nepo
over them?
talented nepo babies are in. You got to be talented, and if you're not talented and you're just getting booked and because of who your parents are, you're out. So talented nepo babies in, untalented
That's
nepo
fair.
babies out.
It
But
makes
sometimes,
sense. 'cause
like-
it's like
Oh, sorry. Sometimes untalented Nepo babies can just be like funny online characters.
Like Chet Hanks?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're fun to,
They're
yeah,
funny in different ways.
Poke fun
Yeah.
at. But like Kate Hudson, what a blessing. Kate Hudson is
Yeah.
an incredible actress. It is incredible that Goldie Hawn just made that child and how charismatic
Well, the
she
thing about Nepo babies is you inherit traits of your parents. So like if your dad or mom is like an incredible singer, like you might be too. And so it'd be a great career to go into if you're good at it and you like it. So it makes sense.
Are there any Nepo babies that you don't like?
No, but I like a Nepo baby that doesn't use their famous parents' last names and are good.
Ooh,
Like changing their last
like
name.
Emilio Estevez.
like
no,
El King.
no, I was thinking
Yeah.
like Nicolas Cage.
Okay, yeah.
He's a
the last
Coppola.
name is a Coppola, and he changed his name specifically so that he was like, I want to go into auditions and actually earn the part. I don't want to use my uncle's last name.
I feel like all the like old gen Nepo babies aren't like the talk of the town.
Yeah,
not
it's
not
like
anymore,
Hailey
but
Bieber.
like they still were in the back in the day. Like they were like Josh Brolin was a Nepo baby. A lot
Yeah.
of people are.
It's weird because I feel like I don't really care either way about Nepo babies. But when I find out they're a Nepo baby, I get a little annoyed.
Me too.
Because I'm just like,
I'm annoyed
oh,
with
but I don't know why.
musician Nepo babies.
Jealousy.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
oh,
jealous.
that
I don't care about actors,
Who Nepo babies?
musicians that are Nepo
meaning
babies.
their parents happen to be famous and
Like
very,
Gracie,
very
like Gracie
rich.
Abrams.
Yeah, rich or famous.
Yeah, Gracie.
Usually it's rich people that become musicians. Acting, I think it's
Claro.
fine. Like if you're good at
Claro,
Don't you dare
Gracie
talk
Abrams.
about
Well,
Claire.
she is.
I know.
Her dad's like a CEO of Coke or something.
Yeah.
She's like,
Also-
I just wrote this in my bedroom.
I mean,
I'm like,
also
bitch, you
Taylor
have
Swift's
$1 billion.
dad.
Taylor Swift? Yeah, Taylor Swift's parents
I
gave her
would
a ton
say
of
she's
money.
not like a Nepo baby.
No, she's definitely
They're
not
just
a Nepo
rich.
I mean, her
baby.
dad like bought the record label to sign her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
but
just
that's not
have
a Nepo
money.
baby.
Her parents aren't famous.
I
It's like
guess.
Ariana Grande. Like her parents were also extremely rich, but like no one was in the industry.
Yeah, not a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Interesting, but I
Yeah.
think like
It's not interesting. It's a fact.
Whoa.
like acting. If you're a Nepo baby that's a sick fucking actor, great, go
Yeah.
and fucking act. Like you can do it. But musicians, I feel like a lot of times it's usually pop music. It's like people that are kind of boring and basic, but then they hire the best songwriters and the best producers. So now
Dr.
they-
Phil's son.
who's Dr. Phil?
Sorry, I completely
Jordan
interrupted you.
McGraw.
Who is he? A musician?
Yeah. I don't know what he thinks though.
Yeah, I don't know. That's my
He
take
was on
on
tour
it.
with the
I'm
Jonas
just sick
Brothers.
of like, oh, this is a rich person who just hired the best producers and songwriters, and now I have to listen to their version of something that's good because they're a Nepo baby.
You know, in School of Rock, where he's talking about, he's like eating at the cafeteria with all the other teachers. He's like, I auditioned for the Polish Philharmonic and I nailed the audition, but I didn't get it. Guess who did? Yo-Yo Ma's cousin, Lil Nepotiz.
Oh yeah.
I never realized he was talking about nepotism. I
Yeah.
thought Yo-Yo Ma's cousin's
Was
name
it
was
Lil
Lil
Nepotiz?
Nepotiz. And I didn't realize it until I was
Well,
older.
I feel like we didn't really know what that word meant anymore.
Yeah.
Totally.
Like I didn't know what a Nepo baby was till literally like last
It
year.
used
probably.
to be in the corporate world was nepotism was like, oh, you get a job at a bank because your uncle's the whatever, and it was like a terrible thing to like. It was like almost like a slur, like
Yeah.
oh, that's nepotism.
So would I be a Nepo baby if I became a firefighter?
I don't think firefighting is like
But my dad was the chief and the captain.
honestly
so-
yes, because you're also a girl, so like if
It
you
would be like if
passed-
you got the job
Yes.
over someone who was actually qualified because your dad was the chief.
Which I would.
wow.
Because I am strong and I can actually I couldn't carry anyone, so no, I can do it.
That's like the whole phrase, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's a little of both.
But you should befriend the Nepo baby 100%.
Oh, Matt King social climbing.
We might not
Who
respect
knew?
the Nepo
If
baby.
I was
but
in a
we'll
company and I
befriend.
found out that one of my fellow employees' dad was like the
Oh,
owner,
yeah.
I'm gonna get along with that
Let's go
employee
to
as
the,
much as I
what do you have for
can.
Thanksgiving? Oh yeah, I would love to.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me get the raise.
It's giving Saltburn.
in the
Sort of.
workplace.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's go eat.
Let's go
Okay.
eat.
I have to pee. Did you have something else to say? You look like you're about to like.
Pooping is
No, I was gonna
out,
say-
peeing is in.
Pooping is so out.
Okay, I'm just gonna be fucking constipated then. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Yeah.